This is a farm aid shirt. It sold for about $94. Now,
Hey, what are you doing? You're not supposed to see me like this. I'm just finishing the edit on this video. The problem is, I can never figure out a good introduction. I've got it. How's it going? My name's Sean. I'm a full-time clothing eBay reseller. We are in my warehouse. This is the attached garage of my house. I have all my items here, about 5,200 items, and I'm gonna show you some of the items that sold. We're also gonna show you some of the items I picked up, what it looks like out there in the wild. Tough to do well, but not impossible to do. For today, we have 25 items for $636. That's a pretty good day of sales, and it mainly is because of this one vintage yellowing shirt. This is a farm aid shirt. It sold for about $94. Now, farm aid, I knew nothing about it, but I had this pickup a while back. It was actually a pretty crazy story. They had all this stuff. They were trying to clean out this old apartment. Somebody, unfortunately, had passed away. It was on that person to clean it out. So she called a buddy of mine. He called me. I went through the clothes. I found about 20 vintage shirts, a lot of Harley Davidson. I did find this farm aid one. This was about $1, and it's going to make me a lot of money. So 94 bucks with a $1 purchase, not bad, and it carried the sales for today. What I mean by carrying the sales is I do not get flips like that very often. Flips is like when you find something and flip it for some profit. I do this to pay my bills, but usually it's spending $4 to profit $7. I like to go over my sales, show you guys out there what to look for, what are some of the things I think about whenever I am sourcing, and hopefully you guys can do the same so you can find these items at your local thrift stores. All right, perfect example right here. This is a Peter Millar long sleeve quarter zip. Now this is a brown quarter zip. Brown, yellows, some of those colors are not very popular for men.
You freaking idiot.
The most popular colors I think are blue, black, and gray for men's clothing. It's a very basic. I'm wearing a gray collared shirt right here. I actually sourced this yesterday when I was at the thrift store. This is Peter Millar. Peter Millar used to bring in a premium for this type of shirt. I mean, it could be like a $40, $50 piece. This one sold for about $20 plus shipping. Shipping for me is $8.99. I charge that on all items, whether it's something that's over a pound or if it's something that's under a pound. I really don't care. I feel like that's a reasonable shipping cost for people nowadays, and the price for shipping keeps going up. So I figured let's just get ahead of it, and then a lot of people don't understand what shipping cost is. A lot of people, I think shipping is very low, very cheap. Now, this will ship over a pound, probably but about $7 whenever it's over a pound. If it's under a pound, it's usually about $5. I want to talk about this sale right here. This is a pair of Patagonia swim trunks. Now, Patagonia is known for their outerwear for climbing mountains. I think Patagonia is like a country with mountain ranges, possibly. I don't really know, but I do know anything Patagonia has a chance to sell well. Probably their least selling items as far as profitability is like their short sleeve button shirts. Their swim trunks right here, these went for $25 plus the $8.99, so right at $34. I'm okay waiting on this to sell till next year. I would not try to accept a very low offer on this. These can sell for slightly more. It really depends on color, and some of the vintage ones can go for like $50, $60. So this one, I believe, is one of the more modern ones. I'm definitely okay with $34, and I'm okay selling this in the winter because it's getting colder, and somebody somewhere is gonna wear this in a warm climate, or maybe like a hot tub or somewhere inside, who knows. Two items right here, probably the most common seller in my store. This is Polo Ralph Lauren long sleeve button shirt. We have a plain one and we have one with some plaid. Ideally, this one would sell for more money, but they end up selling for the same price. It was $8 plus $8.99 shipping. That's only $17 all in. If you spend $4 and you sell it for $17 and have to buy the label, it's not a lot of money. But this is exactly the type of stuff that sells every day in my store, and people always wonder why their items aren't selling. It's because they price these items at $30 and $40 when ideally they're more like $15 to $25. The next shirt we want to talk about here is Everlane. Everlane is pretty notable in the women's category. Whenever you find Everlane in men's, it can hold some value. This is just a plain gray long sleeve button shirt, sold for $15 plus $8.99. It's about 24 bucks for an item that you may just easily pass over because it has a very basic tag. It's a very basic piece, but somebody really values this brand. This is a brand that I love to sell. This is Ariat. Ariat is a Western brand. It's similar to Cinch, but I would consider it a step up above Cinch. This is a black long sleeve button shirt. Like I said before, blues, blacks, grays is gonna be the more popular color. And picture most Western guys, like country guys, wearing black. I mean, Johnny Cash says it all. It's a safe color to wear out to the bar, to the dance club, to Boot Scoot and Boogie. They're going to be wearing this type of shirt. It sold for $20 plus $8.99 shipping. So almost 29 bucks for a used shirt. Now remember, these are used items. There are some new items I sell, but very few. Most of them are going to be used clothing. So be happy with the $29. Trust me, it's well worth it rather than trying to hold out for like 40 bucks because it may not sell for 40 bucks ever. I just mentioned selling new items. This is one of the few new items that I picked up recently. The brand is called Vince. I don't know who Vince is. This is a long sleeve crew neck shirt. It's got this like fine striping to it. These were new with tags. I found a plethora of these, and I mean, I found a couple in this color, different sizes. I found a couple in like a brown color with like a thin orange stripe. All brand new. They were at the Salvation Army. It was half off on that Wednesday. I bought every single one of them. I've never sold Vince before. I feel like I've seen it and looked up the comps, but whenever an item is new, even if it's not a surefire brand like Ariat or Patagonia, new adds a lot of value to an item. This one sold for $20.99 plus $8.99. That's almost 30 bucks for a shirt that I found for $2.50. These are the types of flips that I live on. I mean, this is like a home run in my book, you know. Anything that profits like 15 to 20 bucks is a really good day for me because like I said before, we're doing $4 into 7, but then these types of outlier sales really help the numbers. Those are the main sales that I wanted to highlight for this first part of the video. If you want to see how these look whenever I'm in the field looking for them, please enjoy this montage of me picking up these items from the thrift stores. I think it's great. I hope you guys can do it too. Wednesday sourcing day. Hopefully I can find a lot of good items. I'll bring you along. The first section of almost every store, I go to the long sleeve button-ups. This is Tommy Bahama. It's a cotton one, but still a good pickup. Next, I find this Ralph Lauren 3XLT Beach Twill. Gotta have it even at $7.29. In this store, if you find an Under Armour has any pattern over a 2XL, you have to pick it up. Now I typically don't go to the t-shirt section just because they're really long and don't have many good items, but this is an Alpha Lee. Alpha Lee is a really good brand. I don't find it very often. And then I found this Oakley shirt. Just look at it. You have to pick it up at $2. I ended up getting 3 items. This is what I saw right when I was leaving the section. Hook. This is pronounced Hook. It's a size small, but they're good shirts. Then I found these pair of pants. This is Prana. Prana is like a hiking pant. This is a chino, pretty casual, $3.49, a little faded, still a good pickup. Then I found the Crown. The Crown is Peter Millar. Peter Millar is going to be a great pickup for any golf pant, even golf shorts. Right there, Crown Sport. Last but not least, one of my favorite brands, this is Cool. Now I wish Cool would fit me, $5, but they always run kind of like tight in the legs and none of them ever fit me, but they're really good sellers out there. Going through the long sleeves, I've come across this Vans. Now this is pilling, but it is a flannel. $2.49 is a no-brainer. Anytime I see flannels of mid-tier or better brands, I usually pick them up in the wintertime. Then this Smart Wool, I was a little conflicted because it was $6.99. This is a large crew neck, not quite like a base layer, but you know, Smart Wool is a very good brand. It'll probably sell for 25 bucks. Then I found this Rock and Roll Cowboy. They wanted 13. No chance you can spend that much on it. Feeling slightly defeated, I found this vintage Wrangler shirt. This thing is incredible. Shirts like this can sell anywhere from like $40 to even $100. This one will probably go for about 40, 50 bucks. One of my favorites is Croft & Barrow. A lot of people sleep on Croft & Barrow. It's a 2XL quick dry plaid. This thing is gonna sell, no problem. I came across a new brand for this pant. They had this weird tag on it saying it was $150 MSRP, but they only had it for $6. It's Club Monaco, and it had a really strong sell-through rate for decent money, like 30 bucks. Last but not least, I got the Rag & Bone long sleeve shirt here. Very happy to see it. What are you doing here? Get out! I gotta take these to the post office. I'll see you next time.